there, friends. So I just went on a run and I wanted to share with you some of my post-run or post-biking stretches that I like to do. It could even be after a nice walk. So yeah, we want to stretch out the legs, the hips, the hamstrings, quads. We're going to get it all. So the first thing that I like to do, my first yoga pose after going on a run or a walk, is to come into hero pose. So hero pose, we're sitting up on the shins, but we want to snuggle the bum in between the feet and the ankles. So this might be too much for you, and that's okay. Maybe try by just extending out a leg today and allowing yourself to find where you get that sweet spot in the quad. So for me today, I'm going to keep both legs bent, and I'm going to snuggle my bum in between the feet or the heels. And again, you can alternate sides if one leg at a time works better for you. Maybe this is it. Maybe this is where your quads are like, whew, after that movement, here's where I stay. If not, slowly see how it feels to maybe come back on the palms. Thing to do here is to keep your legs as close together as you can and the knees from splaying out. So maybe just take a few breaths here. With all of these movements, these stretches, these yoga poses, we want to hold for about 10 seconds or 10 cycles of breath. So I'll start up on my hands. I'll keep energy squeezing in. I'll be pushing down just a bit. And with each and every breath, sometimes I feel like I can get a little bit further, maybe coming down onto the forearm. And this is my sweet spot for today. So I keep a nice lift in the chest. And just keep focusing on your breath. Sometimes, some days, it's a little bit more challenging to come this low, and other days, sometimes you can get all the way flat on your back. So see where you're feeling it today. We'll just take a few more cycles of breath. And if you've taken one side at a time, now might be a good time to switch. Again, keep energy squeezing in, so we don't want to splay the knees out. Notice the quality of your breath. Deep breathing is great to nourish those muscles after your exercise, so letting the body calm back down. And wherever you're at, we're gently going to come back up, and we're going to just gently exit the pose. A moment to maybe send the legs out, a little shake on out. If we were back on the ankles, it feels good to get some movement in the feet. But don't worry, we're going to stretch out the ankles and the feet. And then I like to come all the way down onto my back. I'll plant the feet down for a moment, and I'll settle my spine on down. And then you're going to take your right knee in towards your chest, and we're going to extend the right leg up towards the sky. Grab a hold behind your thigh. Try to keep the upper body as grounded as you can. And then flex your foot really hard. Kick energy up towards the sky. So I'm really active here. I'm feeling a nice stretch in the back of my calf. I'm pulling the toes back towards my face. I'm kicking, driving up towards the sky. A little shake sometimes happens. It's all good. And then we'll stretch the front of the foot and the front of the ankle, the front of the shin by pointing the toes really hard. Point energy pressing up, up, up. And then we'll make some circles with the ankle. Circles will go the other way. And then one more time, we'll flex really hard. Kick up towards the sky. Activate the entire muscles and entire leg. So quad, hamstrings are lighting up, calf is lighting up, shin. And then point really hard with the front of the foot, get a nice stretch. And I'll start to relax. So slight flex in the foot, take a breath in. As you breathe out, maybe you start to walk up the legs, whether you lift the upper body or not. Starting to draw that leg in a little closer. Big stretch in the back of the leg. And then slowly lower yourself all the way back on down. We're We're going to draw the right knee in towards the chest. We're going to send the left leg down long. Take a breath in. And as you breathe out, draw that right thigh in a little bit closer. Start to feel some activation through the outer aspect of the leg and the hip. And with every breath, that knee might start to drift out towards the right side, towards the right underarm. Come back to that nourishing breath. Sometimes I'll even pass the shin into my right hand, grounding my left hip with my left hand as I open out a little bit further. I need to come now into center. I'm going to plant that left foot back down onto the ground and cross my right ankle over the left thigh. We're going to come into reclined pigeon, so this is a great stretch on our hips. We're going to lift the left foot off the ground. We're going to flex and activate both feet. For this pigeon, after a run, stretch, or a walk, I like to grab a hold behind the left thigh as I draw it in. And then I take that right hand and I start to press that right thigh open and away. So I've got that push-pull action going on. And then I relax through the upper body. Here we go. We find that breath again. Keep pressing open as you pull on in. Relax any muscles in the face that might be tensing up. And I'm gently going to start to release the grip with the hands and let everything now drift over to the left side. So that right foot is going to post down onto the ground. So try your best to keep the upper body down onto the ground. Left hand grabs a hold of that right ankle. I'm going to draw that right foot into a comfortable position so that I can let the right knee start to open on out. Yes, feeling sensation all through the outer aspect of the hip. Breathing here. And then really focusing on kind of relaxing and sinking heavier down into the ground. So it's easy to start to like pull up. I want you to pull down heavy. Breathe into the stretch. Right knee opening out. And then gently start to release. Draw both knees into the chest and find a little rock side to side, massaging the spine. And we'll do all that fun on the other side, planting the right foot down, extending the left leg up to the sky. Grab a hold behind the thigh or wherever feels comfortable. And then we're going to press and flex. So we're going to flex the foot, toes pull back, press up, energy up towards the sky. The entire leg starts to activate here. Big stretch in the back of your leg. And then point the toes really, really hard. Stretch in the front of the foot, front of the ankle, shin. And then start to relax. Let's make some circles now with the left ankle. Circles go the other way. Coming back to center, let's flex the foot one more time really hard. Drive energy up towards the sky. And then point the toe really, really, really hard. And then relax, find a slight flex in the foot, take a breath in. And then as you breathe out, walking up the leg, trying to bring that leg as close to the face as you can. Nice big stretch. Try to keep the lower back and the hips grounded down. And then gently release, lowering the upper body back down, drawing the left knee now into the chest. Send your right leg down long onto the ground. Take that breath in. As you breathe out, we'll draw that left thigh in a little bit closer. Relax the upper body. You can begin to allow the left knee to drift out towards the left side. And then sometimes, again, I like to take right hand to the hip, grounding my hip, and then opening the left knee out to the left side a little bit more. Low hip. Gently coming back to center, planting the right foot on down, crossing left ankle over that right thigh. Activate the feet as you pull that right foot off the mat. And we're in that reclined pigeon pose. For this session, I like to take right hand to the back of the thigh, left hand pressing my left thigh open. So I've got that push-pull still going. I'm pulling right in, pushing left to right. Relax into the upper body. Relax into the spine. Gently starting to release, opening the arms out to the side, letting the left foot drift all the way to the right. You'll get in a comfortable position where that left foot connects down to the ground. Right hand is going to come and find the ankle, and then we start to sink heavy into the ground as we let that left knee open out, so energy back. Finding our breath. Gently unwinding, drawing both knees into center, and then bringing the hands to the tops of the knees and circling the knees in opposing directions. Getting a little bit more love into the hips. Be mindful to go in both directions. Back to center, sending the legs for a moment up towards the sky, little waterfall here. Activate, pull the toes back, flex the feet. Shaky legs are okay. Let the breath be a little bit deeper. Taking a bend in the knees, planting the feet on down, drawing the heels in close. My final stretch here is a nice bridge pose, just activating through the glutes. So draw the heels in as close as you can. Try to keep the knees in a nice straight line. Arms melting down to the sides. Take that breath in. And then as you breathe out, drive your hips up towards the sky. Upper body stays grounded. Little tuck of the chin towards the chest. Energy. So like heels are driving back. Glutes are active as you lift up a little bit higher. Press firmly through the feet. Option to just stay here for a few more breaths, or if you want a little bit more opening in your chest, interlace your fingers together, snuggle the shoulder blades under the back, knuckles draw towards the heels, breathing here. Slowly lowering down. One vertebrae at a time, low back and hips kiss last. Drawing the knees into the chest. And you take any other movements that your body calls for after your exercise. I thank you all for joining me for this little post-workout run, bike, walk, whatever it is you have done, stretch. So hope to see you again soon on the mat for some yoga. Sending you love and light. Namaste.